And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us.
A nice quarter for Richardson. He has 8 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Washington, the talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Markieff Morris is out there with Gortat, and it's Porter in at the small forward.
And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of a great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will, for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
Yeah, Greg, you know, I remember that stretch with Wade you're talking about. It seems like he finally now feels healthy, Clark, and it shows.
Wade himself said, Kevin, it was the best he felt in a couple of years. Health is such a big factor for him, given how he plays and selectively now likes to attack the rim.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
It's stolen by Wall. And there's the feed to Gortat. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And it's the Heat with the ball. 8-point game. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Now here's Beal after Dwayne Wade's miss. Beal with it, now guarded by Dragic. It's stolen by Johnson. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. But they get it back. Stoudemire kicks to Wade. Trying his luck deep. Another miss by Wade.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
The thing about Bradley Beal, when he suits up, the entire lineup becomes exponentially more potent. A quick, powerful athlete, Greg, high basketball IQ, had the great teaching at Florida, carries it to the NBA. Opponents have to account for him, I think, on both ends of the floor.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, coming out of college, a lot of people compared him to Ray Allen. I mean, he possesses that next level smoothness and body control that's often indicative of a true difference maker.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Nene, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Assist from Goran Dragic.
Wizards leading by 9.
And, going back to Bradley Beal, the bottom line is he's a winner. Last year, the Wizards went 8-9 with Beal out of the lineup. Hard to argue with those facts and numbers.
Here's Nene, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed. And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm. And when you talk about Bradley Beal, it's not just having him in the lineup that matters. It's having him at his best. When he's at 100% health, there are very few guards in the league who can keep up with him. Truly one of the game's great young talent.
Now here's Dang. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Stoudemire. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Inside, here's Gortat, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Wade from outside. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
And that one's good.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Wade passes to Johnson. It's deflected. Tries to save it, but he recovers it. Outside Dragic. Stoudemire outside. Just 5 to shoot. Dragic dishes to Johnson. Over Nene. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now the dish to Porter. The tray. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. The Heat trail by 11. Here's Wade. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Stoudemire inside. Gortat's there. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on that one. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Morris is checked in for Gortat. Dudley comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Beal. And John Wall subbed in for Sessions. And then for Miami, Whiteside's checked in for Dang. Winslow comes in for Joe Johnson. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. Now, here's Whiteside. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Heat moving the ball around. Stolen by Nene. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Whiteside kicks to Winslow. Makes it off the glass.
Hey, kid, you ready?
Winslow's got it back down to within single digits for the Heat. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. And here's one.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Washington calls timeout.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
He dishes it to Temple. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girls.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Washington leading now by 11. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Winslow is out there with Dang. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's Richardson. And it's Wade in at the guard position. Here's Temple. The offensive rebound.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
It's blocked. They recover it. Three-pointer, Wade. And it's Wade again missing.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Shot on the wing. Dudley's shot is good. Dudley's got the lead up to 13 now for Washington. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Wizards?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Morris passes to Dudley. Here's Temple. Nice D from Dang.
Well, use his body well to lean around the defender. It's always going to be difficult to convert that shot, though.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Gortat's checked in for Dudley. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Garrett Temple. Beals checked in for Marcus Thornton. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. And Miami also making a switch. Goran Dragic is checked in for Richardson. Here's Beal. And that one goes long.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Kept alive. Dragic. That's tipped. Wade against Sessions. Here's Morris. And Gortat kicks to Sessions. Second shot opportunity, and he hits the jumper for 2. And the Wizards lead by 15.
And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be, the third overall. Pick in the 2012 draft.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor.
Plenty of room to go.
Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Stoudemire. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they've brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
Stolen by Winslow. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Washington calls timeout.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Morris a screen. Shoots from the baseline. And that one hits back iron. With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, what he did in that national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways. Puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
Dragic with a wide open look. And the three off target. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Here's Sessions. Porter in the corner. Morris outside. Lets the three fly. That's good. And the Wizards lead by 17.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
From the line, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Wizards.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Beal. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And stolen by Thornton.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem. Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Passed in an A, feeds it to Temple. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Again, the Wizards good for two.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound. Well, I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Temple gets the bucket.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Richardson kicks to Stoudemire. Stolen by Nene. And here's Dudley for three. The shot is off. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Nene. He knew he had this sort of game in him, but tonight he showed all the rest of us he could do it. Maybe this is the start of a bright new chapter for him.
Just an amazing impact he had in this game after not even being in the starting lineup. He's an other Ernie, and the crowd was loving it. They really enjoyed his style of play. He's going to continue to create more and more new fans for himself. I'm sure of that.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.